Hey everybody, Mike Steele here, Barbecue Champs Academy, live in the house tonight, man. How you guys doing?
I'm great.
Good.
That's good. That's
Good,
good.
brother.
Well,
Good.
good. Well, you can see who we got in the house tonight. We got Mr. Eddy Morales, the Pit Father Barbecue, who has
That's
been
right.
absolutely tearing it up this year. So we're gonna get a chance to talk a little bit with Eddy. Eddy, man, congratulations, man, on a great year, and thank you for coming on our podcast tonight, man. It's always great to have you, and we're going to have, I'm sure, a great show tonight, guys. Y'all getting ready for Christmas, Eddy?
Man, I'm getting ready to cook other people's briskets for tomorrow. So, man, as soon as we're done here, I'm laying that drum and throwing some briskets on.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Now it's 7 o'clock. You get off at 8. When's them briskets going to go on after the show, and when they going to be ready?
Man, I'll probably throw them on probably about 9. And
Okay.
just stay up for a little bit, wrap them
A little
around,
bit.
wrap them around 11, and just let them go.
For a little
Let
bit.
them go.
Let them go.
He's
And I'll
hot
throw
and
them in
fast
the
guy.
rec tag when they're wrapped.
I got you. Just slow it
Yeah.
down when you get them in the
Yeah.
rec tech. I got you.
Yeah.
That's good. Aaron, man, what you got going on for Christmas, brother?
Man, go see my mama down there and hang out with her, and
That's good.
come back and hang out with the kids, and we're gonna have our Christmas on Monday. So get
Okay.
all this stuff done,
Okay.
and then that way all the families can get together without having to reschedule
Right.
their whole weekend.
There you go. Well, that's good. Man, congratulations. If y'all missed last weekend, Aaron's mom got to ring the bell. She's been
Nice.
battling cancer, breast cancer, for the last several months, and we've talked
Hmm.
about it and prayed for her. And man, it was
6,
good
8
to hear.
months.
Good to hear the bell get rung. So,
Yes,
Lee, what
sir.
you got going
Yes,
on,
Good.
sir.
man, for Christmas?
And well, I just now finished up right about 10 minutes ago cooking 7 briskets for the golf course catering job tomorrow. They want to pass those out to some of the employees. That may be a secret. I don't know, but if they're watching, you're getting briskets tomorrow for
Getting
Christmas.
brisket. That'll be good. That'll be a
And
great thing. Great
yeah,
thing to
head on
have.
down to Corpus on Christmas Eve and, family and friends, about 30, 35 of us
There you
getting
go.
together and going to just have a good time.
That's
And
good.
you? What are you doing?
Man, we got, me and my wife. We've got one child and our daughter, and her husband's coming over. His parents are coming over, and mine and Suzette's dad's coming over. We lost our mom back in 2018, a week apart. So that's our family. That's it. It's 8 of us total. So,
Right.
Suzette came out in the shop and got some tables together. She said, well, let's just do it out here instead of being crowded in the house. We can bring all the presents out here. We got a big TV over here. So it'll be nice. It'll be fun. And I'm going to
You
cook
want
a
to flip
prime
it
rib.
around so we can see the recording studio and where you're having your party?
Yeah. So, here's the set where we kind of do everything right here. And then we've got Suzette's already got the table set up there. We've got, I don't know, 8 chairs set up. She brought all the gifts out here. I've got a
Nice.
big 80-inch screen TV over there, 4K LED, or which one was LCD? What is it?
Sounds good.
LCTV, whatever the fancy one.
Nice.
So anyway,
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's climate control building out here. It's we had to turn the air condition on. Had to turn the air condition on today because it's a flipping hot outside. So it's
Right.
it's kind of crazy what's going on with our weather. But
I
man,
love it.
it's nice. I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much about it.
Yeah, I was in
So-
North Carolina last week, and it was 12 degrees up there in North Carolina where I was. So I was happy to come back home.
Oh, I bet.
So-
I bet. So, anyway, well, we got some folks. Dan, we appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas to you. Matt, Merry Christmas, brother. We got Mr.
Same
Mark
alive.
with us. Merry Christmas, Mark. I saw your little post that you did for B&B. Man, that was
Oh,
pretty
he's
cool.
putting out a bunch of them,
Oh,
isn't he?
man, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that one with B. I was like, man, I
Dude.
don't even know how to do that. He needs to make me one where I could at least halfway represent B&B because I
He's
had
good.
no idea how to do that crap.
What's up, Emmeline? Good,
Oh
Merry
man,
Christmas.
there we go. Man, look at here. We got the
Vince.
guru on here, Mr. Wizard
Oh,
himself, Vince. Man, glad to have you on here, brother. Merry Christmas to you, and man, I hope you had a great year this year with all your glazes. We still call them sauces, Lee, and
Right.
and all his rib stuff that he does. Man, he's got some great stuff. Check him out. And we're gonna have to get Vince back on here for next year. Man, looky here. Now we got the champ on, Marcio.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh man, we ain't seen this guy. Where you been at, brother? We ain't seen you on here in a long time.
He's been cooking. I saw some
yeah,
videos of
yeah,
him cooking.
he's getting out there. John in the frozen tundra of Wisconsin. Appreciate you being on here, Mr. Larry. We appreciate you being with us tonight.
Merry
All right.
Christmas from Delaware.
Sir Don Gerino. All right.
Gennaro.
Gennaro. There we go. I can't hardly see this stuff. I got to get a bigger screen. So,
You got an 85-inch beside you.
you know what I told Suzette? I said, I'm fixing to take that TV. I'm going to slide it right over here. I'm going to plug my computer in it, and I'm not going to be looking down. I'm going to be looking up at
Right.
that. Oh, goodness. Mr. Bobby Stewart. Come on, brother. So, anyway, well, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. And you get everything that you want. Let's see what we got. Cancer free. Wow, Aaron talked about that. All the very best Christmas present ever.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. That's the best Christmas present. Anyway, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, and I hope y'all got everything planned for, some good food to be cooked. I don't know about y'all, but I'm smoking my famous prime rib, and we're gonna just kind of keep it simple. Some prime rib, some nice baked potatoes, and nice big salad, and we got some pies and. We used to do that traditional stuff every year, turkey, ham, and it's just, blah, blah, blah. So, it's just, I like other meats. Can't ever beat prime rib. Used to do some briskets for Christmas 2 or 3 years ago, and we kind of switched over to some prime rib. So, what y'all cooking?
We change it up all the time.
It's being cooked for me. I don't have to cook for the family this
that's
time.
gonna be
For Thanksgiving, I did, but not for Christmas. So.
What you cooking, Eddie?
Man, I ain't cooking nothing. Whatever my family cooks,
whatever
my mother-in-law cooks.
Yeah,
there you
man,
go.
They do all
That's
the
the
cooking.
way.
I do the eating.
There
It's
you
the
go.
one weekend.
Yeah.
It's the one weekend out of the whole year that I get to enjoy other food.
There you go.
right.
Got the other champ here with us tonight, AJ. Man,
Yeah.
glad you're with us, and I hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas. So,
Is this the last podcast before the New Year's?
Well, we could have another one next Tuesday, and then it would be
Okay.
the new one. So we probably will. And if it was, on New Year's Eve, obviously we wouldn't, but we'll probably be back. So
Okay.
I think everybody will catch us then. So anyway, AJ, I hope it's your son that was in the hospital. I know he was having a lot of tests. Man, tell us how he's doing. Give us a thumbs up if he's getting any better. I certainly hope he is. So, Jason, appreciate you being with us. I can live with sauces. There you go. We're switching them slowly but surely, man.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Doesn't matter.
It's a good sauce. Sauce, glaze. All he wants to do is show me the money. So, oh, goodness gracious. Got Mr. Dan. Let's see here. Our Christmas dinner is 30. Ooh, a 30-day dry-aged brisket. Oh, a dry-aged.
Oh, okay.
That's nice. Nice. Let's see, Mike.
Cleveland. How'd they do in football this weekend? The Browns. Did they win or lose?
I don't know. Is that where 2 gallons of milk is completely wasted? Yeah, that's an absolute joke.
Danos, baby.
Oh, that's an absolute
swears by it.
Joke,
swears by it.
No, it does not.
It's the best thing in the sliced bread.
No, it does not do anything for anything for the meat. So, anyway, well, man, Eddie, I tell you what, brother, you have had one heck of a year. You grand champion again this weekend. I was like, man, I got to get Eddie back on the show. How many GCs we got and how many grands we got this year, brother?
Man, total this year, like 9.
Wow. Man, that's
maybe 10. I don't know. But
when you can't keep up with it no more, that's quite a few. So,
well, it ended up, I had 6 before the cutoff day for the jack, right? So
right,
and then I got 3 more. So
okay,
9.
Good, 9.
Okay.
And that's grand champions or that grand in reserve?
No, grand, man. I probably have like 4 or 5 reserves, maybe.
Okay, dang, 9 grands for the year. Wow, you think about that, man. I mean, there's 52 weeks in a year. You're probably only gonna cook about 48 of them, and out of the 48, he's got 9.
Man, I didn't cook much. I mean, I felt like I cooked a lot, but then I really didn't.
Yeah. Wow.
So we'll see what happens.
AJ's doing a lot better. Got some more testing up next week and possible scope for his lower airways the week after we switch to Cook's Children's Hospital in Fort Worth. Man, that's good. We'll definitely keep him in our prayers and hope he gets better, man. So I got a few more. Hey, Brown, no joke. You have jokes. Go Browns.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
There you go. Congratulated Awesome Cook this past weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very good.
absolutely. Well, man, 9 grands, 4 or 5 reserves is pretty dang good. That's 13, and I'm sure you had a buttload of them that were probably in the top 10 as well. So
Yeah, I think man, probably most of them were, but
most of them were in the top 10.
and there was a couple, that man, you just didn't,
Right.
But man, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, and man, you cooked over quite a few areas too. You like to do some traveling, so when you get
Man, I
out
love
there
to
and
travel.
yeah, you gonna do what's your plans looking for 2026?
I think they're looking about the same. I don't know, start here in Texas and see where where we end up. But all the ones that I did outside of the state this year, man, I want to do again because
Okay,
I like them. You know what I mean?
right.
I'll probably go back to Vegas because I got my ass whooped and I need to go redeem myself over
Redeem.
there.
Oh, let's talk a little bit about the big elephant in the room, man. What about this $1 million cook-off they're gonna have in 2027?
Right.
Million dollars for first place. I mean, could you imagine showing up at a competition and walking away with $1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine it. I sure could. I could. Yeah, that would be nice. Give me that check to put up. Let's take this $100 and let's put a couple more zeros behind that bad boy.
More commas and zeros.
Yeah, put. I like 2 commas is better than 1. And
Right.
Yeah.
Where's this gonna be at?
You hadn't heard?
I ain't heard of it.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, so it is.
PWS.
Yeah, it's going to be a barbecue.
It's gonna be a World
Association.
And they're going to take a grand and a reserve.
This just came out yesterday, so
yeah, they're going to take a grand and a reserve from selected events across the United States. If you grant or you reserve it, you're going to get the invitation to go cook the cook-off next year in Vegas, and the grand champion gets $1 million.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's going to be a heck of a
You got to
payday.
get selected.
Yeah, you gotta go grand and reserve at a particular event. Now I don't know if I haven't heard where the which events are going to be. I'm assuming eventually they're going to, it may be a CBA event, it may be a CB, a KCBS event, it may be I don't know if it's going to be like Outlaws. I don't know what it's going to be.
Well, I did hear other a lot of different sanction bodies. So, I mean that's kind of what I read in some posts, that were kind of going on to be some different ones. I just don't. They haven't put out the scuttlebutt's going out right now. Everybody's getting all excited about it. So
right.
I haven't seen any of that.
Bullhead City, Arizona. The one they have there in January. That's the first qualifier for it.
Yeah. Right. Huh. Yeah, Vince, we haven't heard yet, Vince. That's kind of what we're hoping. I'm sure there's going to be some CBAs with as many cook-offs as they've got, and I hope there's a couple outlaw cook-offs. It'd be really cool. So I think it would be fair I think it would be good if they were to get at least, Louisiana, we got 12 cooks. It'd be nice to at least 1, maybe 2 of those are sanctioned. Texas has got so many cook-offs. You would have to think that they'd have to have quite a few in Texas because, heck, man, y'all have, 250 cook-offs a year out of Texas? So you would think they'd have to have quite a few coming out of Texas because there's so many. And then I'm sure, obviously, anything in the KCBS, I'm sure a lot of the bigger events will be pretty big. So he says the first one's going to be in Arizona. So
I'll probably hit all of them.
yeah, that's the
right.
That's it. I mean, that's a way to get in. I mean, you can't win it if you ain't in it. So you go in and you get a shot. And me and Lee were talking today a little bit, like how many teams could they have? I mean, if they have 150 cook-offs that is going to be qualifiers for it. You're looking at 300 teams, or I don't even know if they'd have 150. That'd be 50 weekends, 3 cook-offs every weekend for 50 weeks to get 150 teams, which would bring 150 cooks would get 300 teams. So I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting to see the schedule. So. Anyway, Barbecue Pitmasters, say hi. There you go, man.
Hi, Sire. What's up, Richard?
Everybody's always said you're not going to get rich off of barbecue, but man, you might.
Yeah, you might on that one.
It's a good way to bring home $450,000.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
I mean, I'll take a $500,000,
and then you go into the Bellagio and you bet all your money on black and lose it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's when you bet black and red. That way, it's a 50-50.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. That's exactly right.
You're going to get your money back.
Well, Aaron, I gave you a little lesson in West Texas. Always bet on red. Anyway,
Oh yeah. Always bet on red.
always bet on red, baby. That red pit will
You
do it
got
to you
lucky
every
that
time.
day.
I sure
You
did.
got
I was
lucky.
sure
You're
hoping
ready.
I was sure hoping you was going to show up at Denton.
When you're ready,
I
I
was.
mean, this is 3 weeks, right? And then
Yeah.
next weekend is 4. So
Right.
I'm fiending a little bit here. I
I,
haven't got to cook, you know. So
I understand. I
Yeah, real
understand.
quick, if anybody needs any of their pits painted, Hayabusa Lane, who just came on the screen a little while ago, he does phenomenal custom painting, 3-dimensional 4K paint schemes on anything you want for your pit, helmet, motorcycle. But he is the best in the market for
Oh
painting
yeah.
and making the pits look beautiful.
he's very
Pictures,
talented. Richard
faces,
is.
designs, everything. He's good.
Richard, are you back doing it again, man? I know at one time you took a little layoff, a little vacation time. So you back on it now, man? Let us know. So anyway, but yeah, that's gonna be quite a deal, man. $1 million first place. I don't know if it's just winner takes all. I haven't heard if there's other payouts.
It's
It's
from what I saw, it's
winner take
whoever
all.
wins it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
That's
Dang.
not fun.
Woo. That's an expensive trip to go to not win nothing. But you know what? We go to the American Royal all the time, and I mean, how many? Like, come on. I mean, what's the chances of us 500 teams? I mean, I had a 7th place rib at the last one and a 20th on day 2 last year, and I think I walked away with like $350 or something. And Suzette had a perfect dessert, and I think all of it together may have paid $350, $400. So, it's like nothing anyway. So, Suzette, well, how far of a trip is that? I pulled it up. 20 hours. So,
Man, but we go back every year.
yeah, that's exactly right. For $1 million, you got to. So, but yeah, we're going to see if we can kind of stay up on top of it. Let everybody know where some of these competitions are each weekend. Aaron, if you ever see that list, make sure you get it to me.
I'll
And
definitely.
then,
I'm waiting.
We'll definitely.
They're definitely keeping it quiet. They're not. They're spitting out a little bit, but I think they're trying to get that intrigue because Bullhead has like 70 to 80 teams usually that goes over there, right? And a lot of fly-ins, right? And so I mean, Arizona's got a couple of qualifiers this year that I know of. I mean, but it's I went there 2 years ago and did good. Had 2 good calls, and I'm ready to. I kind of wanted to go back again, but it's falls on some days that just. It's rodeo season.
Yeah, makes it a little harder. Well, Eddie, I know now with that being on your sites, that's probably going to have several of them cook-offs probably in your sites now when you start finding out where they are. Sure. So, anyway, if you need a dishwasher, if I don't make it, let me know. I'll come wash your dishes for you. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Anyway, well, Eddie, man, I don't know, man. You've had a pretty amazing year, and you're a drum cooker.
Man, now I am.
Yeah, and
I started off on drums, and then I went on the Jambo, and then I'm back to drums.
Back to drums. Okay. Now, the last time you and I cooked off, I think the last time was at that one in over there at the South Fork Ranch. You was parked right next to me.
Yep.
And you was cooking on you had your Jambo there.
Yeah, Jambo.
Yeah, you had your Jambo. So,
do you see a difference in the Grand Champions versus drum or Jambo?
Well, that's the reason why I went back to the drums, because I started counting, and I'm like, man, I think I had more grands on drums before than I did on the Jambo. So I'm like, man, my brisket was just doing this, you know what I mean? And one day in May 2nd, which is also the day I stopped drinking, at that cook-off, I'm like, man, I'm putting my brisket on the drum. I still had the Jambo on my trailer, but I was like, man, this brisket ain't walked in a few weeks. I'm going on the drum for an hour or so, and then I'll move it back to the Jambo. But when I started smelling that smell coming off the drip, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna leave it. So I left it. I cooked it on the drum, and then I wrapped it. Put it on the drum wrapped.
Right.
I mean, on the Jambo wrapped.
Wrapped. Yeah.
Man, that. I hadn't been that happy with brisket in I don't know how long. So and it walked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, it finally walked after, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks without walking.
Right.
So I just left it on the drum, and it's been on the drum since.
I
So
got you. So when you cooking on a drum, I mean, do you put any kind of diverter plate or any pan to catch the drippings, or is you just let everything go right in the fire?
no, I have a deflector shield.
A deflector
Yeah,
plate, and it just drips
yeah,
off the deflector plate and goes into it. I
yeah,
got you.
yep.
I got you. How long you typically on a drum before you wrap it? A couple hours? About
Man,
two
probably like
hours?
two
Two and
and
a
a
half
half.
hours?
Just depends
Yeah.
on
Yeah. Color. Looks at
on
it. Get you.
color. Yeah,
Yeah. I see. Okay.
and then
And then
I'll
once
wrap
you
it. And now I
and
gotta. Man, it goes in the Rectech now.
yeah, yeah. You don't have the Jambo no more, do you? You
No, I
take it
have it,
off.
just not
Yeah,
on the
just
trailer.
not on the
Yeah.
trailer. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, Robert, I think, is one that pretty much kind of pioneered all that stuff. Cooks on a drum, then throws it over there in that dadgum
Pit boss.
pit boss.
Yeah.
And man, it's nice. A big cabinet smoker. You can put everything in it. It's pretty uniform top to bottom on temperature. It's close. It's got a fan, so it's going to be pretty even temperature. And man, I don't know. I mean, people are like, oh, you a pellet cook. Man, it's a wood-fired convection oven at that point. It does not matter. I could take that brisket out and go stick it in the oven. It's going to taste the dadgum same if I had it
Yeah.
in my Jambo, my rotisserie, or a pellet cooker. It's wrapped up. There's nothing else getting into it. So,
Well, what happened was I had gone to do a cook off in California, and I flew obviously,
hmm
and the guys let me borrow drums and a Rectech. I mean
right.
a GM Green Mountain.
GMC, Green Mountain
Yeah,
Grill. Uh-huh.
and man, that brisket was awesome. The ribs were badass. Everything was just good. I'm like, man, I like this setup. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
home and buy this
Right.
setup. So, but
Right.
instead, I got a Rectech.
Right.
So,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I did get a chance to do it. You know what I mean? Before I
Right.
made the switch. So
Right.
yeah, it was good. I
Yeah.
like it, man. And I tell people, man, I've won on everything. You know what I mean? I've grinded on a borrowed pit. I've grinded on homemade stuff. I've grinded on a drum that I made myself. So, man, I think I earned the right to cook on a on a pellet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter. I mean, people can say what they want. At that point, when it's wrapped, it's just along for the ride. It just needs a heat source. There's
That's it.
nothing at
Mhm.
that point that matters.
Are you cooking
So,
your ribs and pork butt and chicken on the pellet cooker too?
Not chicken.
Okay.
I'm setting my sauce
Right.
on the pellet, but
Yeah.
nah, chicken has its own drum, and then pork and ribs I do cook in the pellet now.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
brisket
Sure
has
does
its own
make it
drum.
pretty, doesn't it? Nice
Man,
and easy, beautiful.
Yeah.
man, ribs look.
Yeah.
I love the ribs. Ribs on a pellet come out badass.
Yeah, they
Right.
do.
Right.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Let's see. Mark's got a question. Have you grand on a Weber?
Man,
Weber
I did
kettle?
my first grand was on a Weber kettle, a Weber Smoky Mountain,
There
a
you go,
18 inch,
baby. Yeah.
and a homemade drum.
There you
That was
go.
my first grand.
Yeah. Yeah. I love my WSM. I got a 22-inch WSM, and man, that is a chicken cooking machine. So,
And I used to cook brisket on that little
yeah.
18 inch.
Yeah. I love it. I've cooked a couple briskets on a 22-inch WSM. Matter of fact, I cooked it for the first time at a competition down in Bunkie, Lee. Remember that
Right.
brisket? Like
Yeah.
man, it was good. Golly, it was good. Didn't walk. I mean, they just didn't want it. I mean,
Didn't walk.
I mean, it was amazing. Lee thought I had a first place brisket. He said one
I
of the best
did.
brisket he ever ate in his
It was
life.
good.
And they wanted something so damn sweet. I've never even tasted nothing in Louisiana so sweet in my life.
They wanted
And
Dr. Pepper and brown sugar on that
oh
brisket.
my gosh, it was crazy. Like
Golly.
what the heck? Like
Man, so Louisiana like sweet barbecue or
you
what?
never know,
Well,
man. They
you
did
never
that
know.
weekend.
That
They did that
weekend they did.
weekend. I
What
mean,
about
normally
what about on the weekend of like January 16th?
bland as hell. It's called
Bland.
blanchard.
Bland.
Yeah.
Blanchard.
bland.
I need to know, you know what I mean, before I make that drive.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, for that one you need to put a lot of pop on everything. So
Yeah.
lot
So
of
those are a bunch of school teachers that are eating up there your food. I mean, that is one of the best cook-offs there is in Louisiana. There's a bunch of them, right? But that one's really good.
it's a
Shannon
fun one.
takes care of all the cookers, the free bread, the free chili, free food, and bland though. They really want it bland up there
It's,
for real. They do.
it's
The first
just-
time I cooked it, I reserved it, and it was bland, and it did well.
yeah.
But
It's
Well,
very fickle. I mean, you just never know
It
what
is.
the hell. It's just a very
it's North Louisiana, so
It's
you just
North
never know what you're
Louisiana.
gonna get.
yeah. It's just Louisiana is just a little weird sometimes. I mean, you would
I
think
wonder how far that is.
from you it's 7 hours to Austin, so it's
Man, I'll
about
be
7
there.
hours. It's about 7 hours. So anyway,
Oh, 5.5 hours. I'll be there, bro.
oh,
Oh,
five and a half.
good.
Okay, there you go.
Man, it's only 2 hours longer than hold 'em and hit 'em.
Anyway, but yeah,
Now
it's
Mike is like, damn it, I wish you wouldn't have had
no,
Gummit
no, no,
Lee.
no. It's all good, brother. It's all good. It's all good. You got to beat to be the best. You got to beat the
Tell you
best.
what, who you got to beat over there is Tim Esch. Tim Esch murders it
Is
over there.
Tim
Is
Esch
He
he
is
does
going
pretty
over
good.
there?
good.
Yeah,
Tim's
he
doing
always
pretty
goes.
well. He
Is that
does
the one
good.
that Bill went to on that show?
No, that was
No.
down in Bow Bridge.
Oh, I went to that cookoff. That was a cool one. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a
Same
fun
people.
one.
Same
Yep.
people go to that one that go up to Bunky or to.
Oh, I did pretty good there. So
Yeah. We have a lot of South Louisiana cooks who come up here. You'll have
And
Evan
what's cool,
Gautreaux.
Eddie, about that Taste of Blanchard, if you get a call in any category, there's the meats plus the ancillaries. He mails you a free long sleeve badass T-shirt or sweatshirt. Everybody gets one if you place in a category. If you don't,
Oh,
then you
nice.
can buy one, right? But just to, it has everybody's name on it who placed.
It'll have
It's-
brisket, ribs, and chicken. It'll have the top 10 listed for each one, and then it'll have the grand and the reserve on the up the left and the right shoulder. And they also will do ancillaries. They've got like a wing ancillary. They got a steak ancillary. They got a sauce ancillary, hot sauce, salsa.
Nice.
They have those 3 ancillaries as well. So
what
Anyway.
side would my name be on? On the left
yours
or
is
the
going to be on the right. Mine's going to be on the left.
Yeah, top left
So-
is grand. So yeah,
Grand.
you're on the right.
Yeah, you'll be on the right. I'll save you. I'll make sure I bring the 2 wrestling belts out with me when I come. So
Oh, shoot.
you know,
Wrestling
they're
belts. Man,
yeah.
I love wrestling belts.
yeah, they're nice. You know, there's only one other team that matched me. They finally caught up with me. I've got 2 of them. You know, they're nice. I'm gonna brag a little bit because there's not too many people that's got 2 of them. So
Dang, yeah.
I think Jerry Valley caught me year before last. I think Valley caught me. He's got 2 of them now. So
That's cool.
it's
That
it's
sounds fun.
fun. It is. It's a pretty cool event. It really is. Let's see. Do they have ancillaries on Friday night? Yes, it's Friday night ancillaries.
Mhm.
All of them are on Friday. So it'll be a steak turn in. It'll be a wing turn in. It'll be a salsa turn in, and that's basically it. So
And it's crazy. One year it'll be like 15 degrees. Next year, 85. It's
Yeah.
never
yeah,
there.
you don't ever know. I mean, yeah, there was one year it was 15 degrees there, and wind was
Wow.
blowing 35 miles an hour. So it was absolutely
Yeah.
insane. So
Dang.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. We don't ever know what we're going to get up here. So, but it's a fun competition. And anyway, hey, Mr.
looking
Stephen,
forward to
Merry
it.
Christmas to you, brother. Max, thank you for joining us tonight. Richard, thank you for being with us tonight. So, but yeah, it's let's see what I'm looking forward to Blanchard. Yeah, Blanchard's a fun competition. So, promoter, man,
Yeah, it's a good one.
He's top notch, man. He goes all out of the way to make the cooks feel good. Cooks us a great meal on Friday night. Runs around bringing us our world famous Southern made donuts on Saturday mornings. So it's a fun competition. So
Looking forward to it.
good. Put it on your schedule.
Nice.
Put it on your schedule. We'll have a good time. So anyway,
So Eddie, when you're cooking your brisket now, you have a brisket caddy, or you kind of just let it go in the drum, just
Nah,
whatever.
it's in the caddy. I need it. Yeah, it's in the caddy. I have one of the I guess one of the first guys that started it. That what is it, Pitbull Barbecue or something like that?
Minderman, Tony
Yeah.
Minderman.
I guess so. Man, I bought it from the
Yeah.
Atlanta barbecue
Anthony,
store.
yeah.
There you go. I saw one, somebody had it, and that's the only place I found it, Atlanta barbecue store, which now they're always sold out. I don't know if they don't make them anymore, but yeah, man, I cook it on that one, but I feel like it's a little too small for here. Sometimes some of these Texas cook-offs have these big old boxes.
right.
You know what I mean? So I have a lot of room on each side, but yes, I'm on a caddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you care about the length? Do you cut your brisket to the length of the caddy, or just let it be longer, or you cut it
Nah.
right the way the size of the caddy is?
Man, I have the KCBS size, so
Okay.
it's small.
I've got one. I've never used it, and it looks kind of small. I'm a little intimidated to cut my brisket that small.
Man, it goes over like about an inch on each side.
How long is
Yeah,
yours?
we fold it up and shove it in there, and then it pulls down. That way it swells, and when you get
Yep.
done, you still have that natural
Okay.
form. But
Okay.
you have a little more
Man,
meat in there than the caddy's width.
it might be like 9 inches length, but width is
Okay.
like 6 something.
6
Okay.
or 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's under
Yeah.
7, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
So, okay. I
Right.
think they got a 6 and I've seen like a 6 or a 6.5.
6 3/4.
6 and
Yeah,
three
something like
quarter.
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
the 6 3/4, the 7, 7.5, 8, and I got an 8.5.
I got
Dang.
you.
No matter what you got going on, you just grab a
Oh,
different
dang,
one.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Man, I
I'll-
only have one. I probably need another one.
Yeah.
Aaron's got 4 of them you can have. It sounds
That's
like.
it.
Right? Dang.
Wow. You know,
Well,
for
depends
the
on where you
first
go.
first time I ever did one this weekend, or in Denton, I just took one of those toppers. The brisket was a pretty thick brisket, and one of them grilling toppers, a little wire rack. I was like, man, I have never used one of these things.
That's what I use.
And I just took that little grill topper and I put the brisket in it and I folded that thing up. It just kind of held it up in place. And I was like, man, that thing worked pretty good because it's not putting a lot of heat on it because that aluminum will dissipate the heat off quick.
Right.
Man, it held it pretty dang. It didn't
Well, it
move.
gives you something to hold to pick it up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The toppers, what I've
I
always used, and the caddies are good. But
Yeah, I was.
I
like,
used one of
dang.
those when we did that IBCA CBA cook off in Cuero. Man, I cooked 2 briskets. I only had one caddy, so I used one of those toppers. I used 2 of them.
Yeah,
And they held
Yeah.
pretty good.
Mhm.
it held up. I mean, it didn't move at all. I was like, man, that's pretty nice. So I may do that. I had third place brisket out of 70 teams. I was like, man, it didn't hurt it. So, and it did keep it. It did kind of keep it from swelling out because mine's a slower. I don't cook. I mean, you're cooking probably 300, 325. They will plump up a little bit. Man, mine's 275, so it never really has a chance to plump up. Sometimes mine will want to try to spread out just a little bit because I'm not cooking so hot. I'm cooking more of that low and slow. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty neat. I mean, they do kind of help hold the shape of the brisket a little bit. So anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see what we got AJ saying over here. I'm using a pizza grate right now that's folded up. I guess that'll work, So,
Right.
And I like my caddy, though, because, man, I wrap in a half pan.
right.
So I just pick up the whole thing and set it in there when I wrap.
Okay.
I ain't got to
Okay.
take it out or, you know what I mean? I don't touch that brisket ever up
Yeah.
until I'm about to slice it.
Right. So
Yeah,
it'll fit.
yeah.
It'll fit. So it is a pretty small brisket if it fits in a half pan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got a 9-inch. See, my briskets are, I don't know, about 15 and a half is usually the length on mine. I just cook a whole brisket. So
Damn.
anyway, yeah, mine's
Right.
is 7 by 15 and a half, 7 by 15 by 15 and a half, somewhere in that area. That's generally the length on mine. So, and then I do it, but I don't want to waste it, man. I always bring my brisket back. I'm eating it every time I come back
Really?
from a competition. I love my brisket. So,
Yeah, can't stand
shut-
brisket.
shut-
I give
love
it away. I mean, I'll have like that much, on each end, and I'll give that away, but I ain't eating that. shit.
Another week, another podcast. I'm not invited to. Oh my gosh! All right,
Surprise!
that did it. We're getting Joe on. I don't know if he ever sent me his number. I know you got his number, Lee. We're going to call this butt next week. We're going to get him on the podcast next Tuesday. We don't have nobody in the slot yet. Joe, get ready,
He blocked
brother.
you after last week's podcast. He blocked you.
He probably did. So, oh goodness, Joe, Merry Christmas, brother. So,
Merry Christmas.
heck yeah, man. Oh, good. Yeah, we got to get Joe on. He was a hoot that one night we had him on for the 10 minutes that we had him on. So, Joe, you got anything going on next Tuesday, man? Give us a thumbs up and let us know. Also, we're going to have Jamie Greer on probably the first week or so in January. I talked to him when we was in Denton. I got a really good chance to I probably talked to Jamie for probably about an hour and a half. And he says, man, I've watched the shows. I'm in. Let me know. There we go. All right. So, Lee, you got his number?
I'm in for Jamie.
Yeah,
I do.
you got Joe's number, Lee?
I do.
Okay. All right, Joe. We're going to be reaching out to you next Tuesday. Put it on your docket next Tuesday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, man. Are you good for next Tuesday, Joe? I'd love to have you on for a full hour. So,
I was just at Jamie's on Sunday.
oh,
Way
was
back,
you?
so
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we looking at a pit I just bought. And
Yeah.
fixing to completely refurbish and enclose, get it back to brand new. So
I got you.
Aaron,
I
how many
got you.
Jambos do you own or have
I
owned?
was just about to ask that question.
oh
8.
man,
8.
we
No,
don't want that
more.
number.
But you
No,
got
More.
more than that? Are you serious?
no, I got 6.
You got 6 Jambos.
I've
Gosh.
got one of every size chamber.
Okay.
So that's 4 right there, you know. So I mean, I've
Right.
got the 24, the 26, the 28, the 30,
Oh, perfect.
and then then I've got a few in the background there that are fixing to get redone. So
I got you. I got
Dang.
you. Hey, Joe, if you want to, if you don't want to put it out public, you can drop me in the chat. Just send me your email address, and I think it was Slaps. I may still have it. Let me go over here and look real quick.
if somebody had been trying to sell one on Sunday, I'd probably bought another one on Sunday on the way back from Burleson, and probably slashed it up on the trailer too. So
Right.
Right. Eddie, what
Yeah.
kind of rig do you cook out of?
I got
A
it.
pop-up, a porch trailer?
Man, right now I had a porch trailer. Well, I have a porch trailer, but it's man, it's messed up right now. So I went back to my toy hauler.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. So man, I had on the way back from the Royal. So the first thing that happened was on the way back from the Royal, I was like exiting right to come to my house off the 35, and somebody veered into my lane. So I yanked my wheel, to the right, and by the time I was able to come back, there was a construction barrier. So I caught
Oh,
the corner
crap.
with the trailer,
Right.
and that was still usable. So
Right. Right.
man, that didn't bother me. But then I went to go pick it up one day, and man, I see something flapping on the roof, and man, I backed up to it, and I got on top of my truck, and I look up, and there's a whole big old piece just came up off the roof, the aluminum or something.
right in front of the air conditioner.
Nah, my air conditioner. I have a mini split, so that's sitting on the tongue.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
There's nothing up, so I don't know if something flew and hit it while I was driving, and then the wind just ripped it off. But
Right.
and then it
Wow.
rained, so man, it's probably not gonna be able to use it for a while.
I got you.
Mm.
But I had a toy hauler, my old toy hauler that I used to use. So man, I'm cooking out of that, and there's a lot more room, so I might
got
stay
you.
there for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Probably more comfortable, and plus you got the pellet cooker and a can, so you got more space, it sounds like, too.
Yeah, and and the reason why I stopped using that toy hauler was because the Jambo, man, it was a pain in the butt to get that on and load it, unload it, load it, unload it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
But
Right.
now, yeah, it's 2 drums and a pellet. I'll do
I
it
got
myself.
you. I got
I
you.
think this past weekend, after I got done cooking, I started cleaning right away, and I was loaded, ready to roll by 3:45.
There you go.
Nice,
That makes
right?
it nice. That makes it nice.
Back doesn't hurt. It's
Yeah.
nice and easy.
Yeah. It's simple. Yep.
I ain't got to worry about my winch dying, the battery on
Right.
the winch. No.
Right. Right. All right, Mr. Joe Pierce, I do have your email address from the last time we had you on the show. I remembered what it was. So we will have you on. I will send you the link on next Tuesday, and I'll reach out to you on Sunday. But it looks like we may have Joe Pierce. He said he's in, so that's going to be awesome. I'd love to have Joe
Yeah,
on.
it is.
He was a hoot that night we had him on. So,
He always is.
Jaime, I know the feeling. Eddie asked me how I know. Yeah, that's for sure.
Dang.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And I almost missed it, bro. I mean, man, just I don't know.
Just enough to catch it.
And I only caught that corner. It didn't scratch the side of the trailer. I mean, I barely caught it, and yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I could still use it, but man, that roof, and now with all that rain that we had last week, yeah,
Right.
it's
Messed up.
probably
Right.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
probably have to call the insurance on that one.
Yeah.
My
Max
first
says-
time leaving the American Royal, going through Oklahoma, was a bunch of construction cones down the interstate, and I clipped one of the construction cones on my awning front bracket, and it ripped that whole damn thing right off. And it was hanging by the back bracket, but I had about 30 ratchet straps, so we all jumped out and kind of put it back in place and up and over and under my porch trailer, and had about 15 ratchet straps holding that sucker down all the way back to Texas.
Gosh. poor
So,
Lee.
Just
Poor
clipped
Lee.
it.
Lee's had some trouble with stuff popping open going down the road.
Dude. Yeah, tell me about
We
it.
won't even talk about Bunky. So, Lost
I'm
his whole
probably
trailer.
about one good Saturday or Sunday away from having that little horse trailer put together, and I'll be
He'll be
riding.
set.
Yeah, I'll have a place to sleep and shower.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
gonna
get
be
hotel
nice.
rooms and a canopy, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that toy hauler and kind of make it more where I could just roll everything out and cook off. Kind of like, oh, you don't, right? You don't cook off the porch, do you, Mike?
No, mine is
inside.
it's a 14-foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it's 14-foot
Yeah.
toy hauler. I just dropped the tailgate and put 2 fans to blow everything out.
Yeah.
So makes it
I'm
nice.
probably gonna make it to where I can cook off the porch. You know,
Right.
Off the porch. Yeah.
You just get a little awning on the
Yep.
back.
Yeah. Now,
Oh,
just
Eddie,
be
are you
careful.
cooking San Antonio rodeo?
San Antonio Rodeo, man.
Mhm.
I think so.
I'm sure
It's coming up.
I'm sure he's going to
I
go
know
back
he
to get
is.
that. I know he's going to go back to get that GC one more time.
Man, I think I got
So,
a free entry for that one. I don't
I
know.
was going to say,
Yeah.
you got to go back, right?
yeah, you got to go
He
back.
got his GC last year.
Yeah.
Oh, I
did.
know he did. That's why I had to
Yeah.
ask him.
He's coming back.
He's
coming
Yeah.
back.
He
I'll
ain't
No
getting it this
doubt. Yeah.
Who's gonna get it, Aaron?
There's a lot of people trying.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, man. We'll see. Obviously,
That's good.
Yeah. Nah, I'll be there. Shoot.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
you've already been able to use all your free entries already, but now it's back to the rodeo. Your free entry for San Antonio, everything that you've earned when you granted it last year, you've already used all those, I guess, or went to
No.
everything.
No, just Austin Rodeo. For some reason, they gave it to me that next month, so that was weird. But I still
okay.
got San Antonio and Houston.
I got you.
Got it. Okay.
I got you. That's
So-
interesting. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I need
okay.
I need that Houston one though. I
Right.
haven't won Houston yet.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's a big
No
one.
doubt. That's a big one.
I feel
So-
like San Antonio is bigger though.
It is. I think it is. I think it's a little bit more. I think there was 280 something at Houston. I think there was 300 and something at San Antonio. So, yeah. Anyway, anybody got any questions for any of us tonight, man? Drop them in the chat, man. This is just a barbecue roundtable tonight, man. So,
Where do you get your meat from? Same place, all over.
HEB.
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 and the chopping block.
The chopping block.
So-
Okay. Yep.
Are you a
No.
natural rib guy or a
Man, naturals.
prairie fresh?
Nah,
Naturals.
I like Prairie Fresh, but man, really, I've been cooking a lot of naturals because
They seem to be thicker and more full than the prairie fresh, don't they?
man,
You see that?
Man, there was a couple cooks that the Prairie Fresh just didn't get where I needed it, and I went back to a natural, and it got exactly where I needed it. Man, I
Got
think
you.
I'm not saying I mastered the natural, but man, I feel pretty confident with naturals more than any other rib.
Right.
Right.
Do you see the difference is that they seem to be a little bit more thicker uniform across the whole rib? Is that what you see with the natural? I mean, with
Man, I think so. I mean, you gotta search, you gotta look through them though. You can't just walk in and grab one rack and it's gonna be perfect, you know. But yeah, there's quite a lot that are, man, they're gonna be thick the whole way through. So
right.
Well, the natural has less waste too. You know, they've already cut the
Yeah.
skirt off the back. They've already, done certain things. So, I mean, technically, you're buying the rib. You're not buying
You're
the
not buying
extra
all that other
that
stuff.
you got to take off or they to straighten it up. So, where you might buy a $16 rack of ribs or a $12 rack of ribs, and but you buy a $15 or $18 rack of ribs, it's already done, but you're not throwing away. You're actually getting to use that whole rack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Mr. Jordan, glad to have you with us
Jordan.
tonight, brother. Hey, he was with us last week. Man, we had a good show last week. Man, we were rocking it with a lot of folks talking about the World Invitational that they've got going and how that's going to work. So that's pretty cool. So, and we had this man on with us as well, Mr. Eric Cantrell. So, can you show us a picture of your rib box? Show what a 7 looks like. That's Eric Cantrell. So. HEB Naturals. No, it's the HEB. HEB Naturals. Yeah,
Naturals. Yeah.
yeah.
If it's a Swift rib, unless you look at the back of the packaging and it's stamped IBP, so that's the Swift. That's the Swift rib.
It's a Swift rib. Yeah,
but if
Solid
you buy
ribs.
a Swift, a rib that says Swift on it, man, it's the worst thing you've ever had. So it's crazy.
Really?
Their naturals have a higher. They're the higher end. They're the more. They're not. I'm not saying comp grade, but that's like
Right.
their premium.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the regular Swift, they're not as good because they don't have the marbling in them. That's
No, they're
interesting.
terrible.
They stink.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I had his revenue out and it was amazing. There you go. So, Carlos, man, glad to have you seen you. I ain't seen a Carlos on here in a while, man. Merry Christmas to you, brother. So,
Right.
oh, goodness. What model rec tech do you have?
I have a backyard beast
Backyard Beast. Okay. All right.
with the 2 full shelves. So
Okay.
I know the first one's had only half a shelf up top. This one has the full 2 shelves.
Okay. The naturals all have huge fat pieces on the first 2 ribs, which sucks. Yeah. Okay. So, have you ever cooked the comp parts?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I've cooked them once. They're just too small, I think, for what we do.
Yeah, I heard they're just all hype. I
They're
don't know.
just.
I'm
they're-
sure that people that use them do great, and probably everybody loves them that ain't in Texas. But
Right. Yeah, a lot of the KCBS guys use them because it's just that little smaller rib for KCBS. They really seem to
Yeah.
like it. So I
And
know
I
we've had a.
I've cooked the prime, Prairie Fresh Prime, and
Right.
man, I didn't like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They taste weird.
Pretty fresh.
They are different.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, Jaime. When does your new rub go on sale?
Ooh,
So Eddie,
talking to Aaron.
Eddie. Yeah, this is for you, Eddie. Jaime asked the question.
Man, it's gonna be a little bit.
Okay, got a little
I'm
time to go.
just testing it, man, and it's testing really good, but it's just not ready to come out yet.
I got you.
is it an all-purpose or a meat specific?
It's a all purpose. Aaron tried it, and
Okay.
man,
Involved
there's
in my
just
bun, my
something
butt.
I need to tweak it.
I got you. Okay, now what rub do you have now? You got one that's a that came out about 2 months ago, right?
Yeah. So the
Okay.
brisket, that's the brisket rub.
That's the
brisket
brisket
vendetta.
rub. Okay.
That's this one. This one's out.
Okay. Okay. All right. There you go. And then you're bringing out another one that's going to be an all-purpose rub.
Yes.
Okay.
Rub. And
I
man, I
got you.
liked it at first. Right now, I don't know how I feel about it. Man, Aaron
Okay.
tried it though, so
I mean, it was a solid rub. It just like he's saying, he's got some things he needs to do to try to make it to where it's more authentic
mm-hmm.
and not baseline for everything. He's there. He's working on it. So I mean,
Right.
it's a great start.
Yeah.
You-
It's just, man, it has a little, man, I think it has a little bit too much white pepper.
I got you.
Oh yeah.
I
And
got
it's
you.
just, I think it's overpowering. So, but man, I've been using it since I got the samples, and dude, it's been working. So I'm like, man, should I go based off what I like, or should I go based off results? And
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Dropping
a
1%.
solid flavor. That's what I mean. I don't know what else he wants to really do to it. So it's
Yeah.
his
And the
recipe.
people that are
He's
using
having to
it
make
for
it.
me,
Yeah.
man, they're
Drop
killing
it.
too.
Drop the white pepper 1% and add 1% umami. See
Man.
what happens.
Yeah, I need to do something, or maybe just leave it. I don't know.
If it's walking, leave it, brother. Quick.
I know.
You already got
That's
people
what I'm saying,
doing
like, I don't know if I
good.
need to-
haven't even tasted. I have no idea.
That's crazy.
No, it is good. It's
Uh,
good, but
I got Jared all the way from Canada. Man, this is
Canada.
awesome. Heck yeah, man. We got Mr. Daryl Walker with us.
I bet he's wearing flip flops in Canada right
yeah,
now,
probably
nice
so.
and warm.
Yeah, that's probably the truth.
Yeah, by the stove.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. So no more Jambo. Yep, he said no more Jambo. He's done with it. So don't sleep on that brisket vendetta. There you go.
man,
So
Chris, he got a 180 at the Royal Oak Invitational,
yeah,
first place.
first
Wow.
place. Yeah, good stuff. That's for sure.
But-
Wow.
Man, he tried the new one too, Chris Hatcher. Man, he thought it was good. It's
Okay.
just, man, it's just me. I'm the only one that has a problem with it, but it's doing good for everybody that's using it. So
Yeah.
Right,
At least
right.
That tells you all you need to know, Eddie. Leave it
Yeah.
alone. Put it in the
Yeah.
bottle. Put it in the bottle. Robert will
Yeah.
tell you, put it in the box. Just put it in the bottle.
Yeah.
I got 4 cases to start, and I've been using it, and I only have 1 case left. That's how long I've been using it for.
Okay. Apparently it's working pretty good. How many grand champions and reserves do you have, Eddie? So
Yeah, exactly.
come on. 25 below zero. Max, brother, you can have it. You
can keep it.
You can keep
Yeah.
it. You keep that up there.
We're
It's
wearing
70.
flip flops and shorts down here in South Texas.
That's it. So, but Chris was running Wildcatter, not Brisket Vendetta. So,
I guess he
Hey,
lied on
I'll
his
tell you.
some-
I'll tell you what. You put them two together, and it's mighty tasty.
still waiting. Let's see, Eddie, what's your mindset when you pull into a comp full of big hitters? Yeah, that's a great question right there.
Man, Lee, you left. I thought you was going to do like Eric did, start changing shirts.
No. For the catering tomorrow, I put some Wildcatter on those
Wildcatter.
briskets, so you can't
There
go
you
wrong
go.
with Wildcatter, baby.
Heavy. Just
That's
go
right.
heavy.
That's right. All right, let's get back to this. This is a great question. So, what's your mindset when you pull into a comp full of big hitters?
He is the big hitter. He don't worry about it.
And so I didn't want to say that, right? But no. So back,
Jordan,
right,
what do you
so
think when you see Eddie pull up? Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. If you asked me this question 3 or 4 years ago, I'd have probably been like, man, I start thinking, what am I gonna do? What I need to change? What I need, But now it's like, man, I don't know. I just don't. I feel like we're all not. I hate sounding like cocky, you know what I mean? But man, I feel like I'm part of them, you know what I mean?
Right.
And people think that of me. They're like, oh shit, Eddie's here. And they come up to me like, man, why are you here, bro? Why'd you come? Like, stay home, whatever. So now it's just like, man, who's gonna cook? Who's gonna have the best cook?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody in the circle, and we usually all park together. Man, anybody in the circle is gonna win it.
Right. Right.
And
that's true. You start kind of at the at the bottom part of the pack, and over the years you kind of work yourself up. And I remember that, like, God dog, man, I just want to be like him. I want to be. I'm shooting to. Matter of fact, Chris Griffith was at Denton, and Chris was somebody that I looked up to a lot when I first started cooking. And I guess my first year, Chris probably had grand, reserve, a grand, a third, a fourth, a grand. I mean, he was just absolutely, you just couldn't beat him. And I just would walk up to him. I was like, man, can I touch your shoes? Like, man, you got them damn walking shoes on again. You fixing to put this on again. And I told him this, and I mean, I've always looked up to Chris, and, he doesn't cook as much, and, he kind of fell off a little bit because you get the newer guys coming in. And I just told him, I said, man, I really want you to know, I hope you cook as long as you can, because you was a big inspiration to me when I was cooking, because I came from a very competitive sport of drag racing. I mean, we was at the top of the level that there was, and I've set 2 world records. I built my own engines. I did my own cylinder heads. I made my own nitro system. I tuned it. I did everything. And, I remember, like you were saying, Eddie, like, oh my gosh, man, can I ever be like Monty Williams? And, you'd pull in there like, man, these are the guys, like, God dog, man, I get to race against these guys, right? And then all of a sudden, I get into this, and, we're starting to make more power and more power. I do my own nitro systems, and all of a sudden, we're that guy. It didn't happen overnight, but we would pull in, and it was like, everybody's this, man, I can't believe you're here, man. It's awesome, blah, blah, blah. So it's neat how all that stuff can evolve, because, I mean, every competition we went to, I mean, we was either going to win it, runner up, or we was in the Final Four. I mean, there for like 2 or 3 years in a row. I mean, we was just one of the top nitrous cars in the country. And it was the same watching Chris Griffith. And I just told Chris, I said, you inspired me to be a better cook. Because I was seeing what you was doing. You was kicking butt and taking name like it was clockwork. And I said, I am very, very, very competitive. And I wanted to be at your level. And I knew it was not going to happen anytime soon. And I knew, I just had to put my mindset to figure out what it took. And, and that was in that was 13, 14, and I'm still trying to figure stuff out. And then all of a sudden you kind of start putting some pieces together and quit overthinking it. And, then all of a sudden, man, by 2016, I got my first grand, and I think I had 1 or 2 that year, and then 2017. And then, man, by 2018, at the end of the year, I had 4 grands in a reserve, my last 5 competitions. So it's you can watch yourself progress, but you gotta really take good notes. And Eddie, is that how you kind of saw it? You was wanting to be like those guys, then all of a sudden you get there, and now it's just you feel like, man, I can cook with
But
anybody.
but
I
who
mean,
Yeah,
but who were those guys, Eddie, too, who you were looking at like I want to beat him or beat
yeah,
him?
man. So, I don't have my trophies up, but there was one, man. I think it was 2019.
right,
Um, so one of the first, man, I think the first like 3 or 4 names that I can remember when I first started cooking was because he was still cooking at the time, which was Robert Sierra,
right,
Lee Hickle, Clarence, and Clarence Joseph, and man, Ernest was still cooking at the time. So I remember those names.
Yep.
So when I first started cooking, right? And then the first time I saw Lee Hickle was at, man, I want to say it was like Fall City or something down
Right.
in that area. I'm not sure. And I ended up reserving that weekend. Renee Gonzalez had won it. I reserved it. And I was like, holy shit, I just beat Lee Hickle. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then, man, then I found out about more people like Aaron Leslie. I remember going to seeing Aaron Leslie at a cook-off, and I went to the trailer. I told my wife, I was like, man, Aaron Leslie's here. Like, I
yeah,
want to
yeah. I
meet
was
that
that
dude. You
away.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And it wasn't like, fuck, I'm scared they're gonna beat my ass. It was more like, man, I want to meet them. But I wasn't, I
Right.
didn't feel like, man, I'm a new cook. They don't want to meet me.
right,
You know what I mean? So, and sure enough, like I just started making these friendships and relationships with these people. And it's, man, it sucks to say, right? But you have to like be known, right, to be able to be friends with to have
right,
like a real friendship with these people, right? You got to go and talk to them and man, cook good, I think, right? Because
right,
I don't know if they're just gonna start hanging out like, but they might, you know.
right,
So I felt like I'd have to do better in order to be part of that group because everybody already knew each other. Everybody was already friends. You know what I mean? So I didn't know anybody. I'd just go and park way in the back by myself. And then I started doing good and I started getting known and people started coming up to me like, man, dude, you've been killing it, you know, whatever. And then it's like Robert Smith. Man, I didn't meet Robert Smith like, hey, what's up? I'm Eddie. It was at a contest. He was sitting next to me and I'm like, holy shit, it's Robert Smith.
right.
When they called me for third brisket, he's more excited for me than I am because he
Yeah,
already knew who I was. And I was like, how the heck does this guy know who I am?
yeah,
You know what I mean? So started off like that. And so now it's like I'm friends with all these people, man. I text Aaron, I talk to Bill every day, I talk to Fred every day. Like these are the people that I used to look up to.
yeah,
And I still do. You know, they're all great. So but now it's, man, who's gonna fall short that day?
right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
Right.
Somebody's gonna mess something up. Hopefully it ain't me, but me and Aaron, man, if we're out of contest together, man, we're probably gonna grind and reserve it,
yeah,
whichever way it goes.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
We
And
sure are hoping anyway.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But it's been a few times where we do, and like I said, it's just one of those things. Like, man, I need to hit all my marks.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Whoever doesn't hit that one mark, that's,
Yeah,
you
Right.
know what I mean.
that's
So for
exactly
me, it's
it.
just
AJ, you're right
That's what I
because
said.
AJ's right. The nail on the head about Aaron Leslie, right? So before
Yeah,
I knew Aaron Leslie, I didn't even know Aaron Leslie, but I would text him every week about, oh, I'm going to come and get you, Big Daddy. I'm going to come and get you for the IBCA points, Cook of the Year. He had no idea who I was. He's saying, who's this asshole always texting me? He had no idea. But he was very intimidating just looking at him.
yeah,
And I was nervous the first time I met that big wall
yeah,
of a man.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't know how big this dude was, right? But I was intimidated. But
Right.
after meeting Aaron, you realize real quick he's just
He's
a
a
big
teddy
bear.
bear.
But
That's
man,
it.
he cares about every one of us out there, and he's willing
Yeah.
to help.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Aaron's cool,
does.
man.
Yeah.
Every time I go to a comp, guys, I look around as I'm driving in, and you can see all the looks and the stares, like, oh my, oh wait, they don't really know who you are until they see the can on the back of the Jambo, So it's
Right,
kind of.
right.
But I go and me and Eddie went to Dripping Springs, and he pulled in. I was like, heck yeah, man, we got Eddie's here.
Hmm.
It's good. I don't know how many people there, and I was like, man, I sure hope he's I sure hope he drops the ball, like, or misses the
Right.
A game or something. Because I mean, not that I'm wishing that ill on him, but at the same time, it's when you walk in, it's like you have to be on point. I mean, you have to be on point. Your game can't suck. You can't miss a
Right.
step. And,
Right.
and Ed was right there too. He didn't miss a step either. And
Yeah.
he was grand in reserve. So,
Yeah.
Man,
he
after
graded.
that chicken, like, all right,
We're in
how's
the
it gonna
game.
go? And
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
sure enough, Aaron comes in with his, I don't know, second or third place chicken. I'm like, dang. And then ribs come and he gets a second rib, and man, I got a first rib. And then brisket came and he got a second brisket. Man, I got a first brisket. So that's how close it was, And
I got the second brisket. I just walked over and I just looked at him. I just pointed at him. I was like, okay, man, go ahead. You got it.
That's it.
Because usually, Ed, we're all kind of right there. You cook against
Yeah.
each other enough. When that guy walks, you think he might have a chance. Now, it doesn't always work that way, but
Yeah.
you try
Eddie,
your hardest.
so you made a comment like, some of these guys don't even leave their camper. You didn't quite say that, but you kind of have to walk up to them. Do you think that the guys like now yourself of a high caliber, if you were to leave your camper to go walk around, that the new cook who wants to go meet you, who goes to your camp, you're not there, he may not do a follow up to come back to meet you, or do you think maybe you should stay at your camper and let people come to you?
Man, I usually just hang out at my camper or with whoever's around me. Man, now I usually park close to people that I know,
Right.
or we've already planned. Like, hey, I saved you a spot, or
Right.
save me a spot, I'm coming, or whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? So usually I'll be at around my camp, but man, maybe I feel like because I'll get messages like, hey man, I went by your camp and you weren't there.
Right.
Man, I probably was like next door inside Josh's trailer or something,
Right.
So, but they never came back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, at the Royal, I had a lot of people message me, man, I went by your trailer and you weren't there, but I was just next door at
Right.
Josh's. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I
if you
feel
can't
like
find Eddie, just go to Josh's.
yeah.
You find him.
Right.
If Josh is there,
Right.
yeah, I'll be at Josh's. But
I mean,
feel like
when
some
I started
people-
cooking and I walk up to the convoy of all these high cooks, Ernest, Daniel Ueda, Arnie Segovia, Matthias, Fred, you're intimidated. You're like, oh my God, And then Matthias Serrata, he said, one cook off, hey, come with me and just sit around the campfire, but don't say anything. Just listen. And they're all going to be drinking a little bit and they're going to slip out some information. Just listen. And that was probably the best advice I've had ever was from Matthias Serrata, Pit Boss Smokers, just to come listen and be quiet. And he introduced me to everybody at that campsite.
man,
And that went a long way just to listen.
and
It's
true.
intimidating to walk up to these guys.
No, that's true because, man, when we all hang out, me, Aaron, Bill, Fred, bro, we talk pretty openly because we all know we don't need to steal any secrets from anybody.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So I feel comfortable telling Aaron, man, I'm running this, and that this weekend. What do you think? And he'll be like, man, well, I'm gonna run this, and that. Whatever. I don't think that he's gonna be like, oh, Eddie's running this. Let me
Right.
write it down.
Right.
But
Or I
the
may
new
have said,
guy-
hey, I've done that before and didn't work for me, but it might
Yeah.
work for you. I mean,
Right.
But yes, you're right. If there's a new guy right here, man, he better be paying attention because
Yeah.
Right.
he just shared
Yeah.
the whole recipe. So yes, that's very true.
especially on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Saturday
Yeah.
night, that's when it really comes. Especially the guys who are really good that they're really hitting it. They like, man, they'll really start telling some things. You're like, oh, I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. Or,
Right.
And
All right.
and yeah, like exactly, man. I had, whatever, first place brisket, third place, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, well, man, I ran this today. Man, I
Yeah.
tried a extra tablespoon of this or whatever. Those are the little things that you want to hear as a new cook, because man, otherwise you're gonna have to pay for it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, Jordan brings up something pretty good. I think new cooks need to remember at the end of the day, it's just barbecue. No matter the caliber of cooks, if they're a decent person, they will be friendly to the new guy or the guy who's been cooking for 10 years.
Yep.
Go make new friends no matter who
Right.
it is. That's exactly
Right.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of said the question, Lee, like, do you leave your trailer? I do. I mean, I like to get out, go talk to some people, meet them, I mean, I just like to go talk to people, especially the cooks that I cook against. It's just fun to get out and go talk to them and then some of the newcomers that are coming up, go talk to them and hey, do your best to hit your time marks. I remember the first cook-off I ever went to, my first cook-off. Never had cooked in my life, and knees knocking. It was a state championship over in Dallas, Texas, 49 teams, and Uncle Tony Chandler came up and he said, just make sure that you get the meat in the box and hit your turn-in times. 12, 133. He said that's the most important thing. 2 halves, 9 slices, 9 slices, or nine bones, 9 slices. That's it. If you do that, have fun, make your turn-ins.
Yeah.
And man, that was, my first competition. I did a couple trial runs at the house to kind of get my timelines, and man, that's what I did. And man, I don't know. I mean, I didn't walk in chicken. I had 11th place rib with 49 teams. I was stoked, And Suzette said, "Don't worry, honey." I had never cooked brisket. I mean, I had cooked 4. I cooked 12 practice briskets prior to that. The first 4 were junk. The next 4 were a little bit better. And then the final 4, I was like, man, this one's pretty good. And I cooked that brisket, and Suzette was like laughing at me like, oh, don't worry, honey. We had a good time, especially when they got to about 5th place. Like, it's all right. You had 11th place dang rib. That's good. There's 49 teams here. And I'd be damned if I don't get a first place brisket, And I was like, dang, I'm hooked, So
Yeah.
you never know, You just got to get out there and do your thing.
Yeah.
Eddie, you made a comment earlier too about how a heavy hitter, when you started out, actually approached you and he knew your name. That makes you feel real good because I looked up to Arnie Segovia, a bunch of guys, right? But Arnie Segovia, man, he was just a beast of a cook. And I was up in Yorktown, Texas at the dance hall, and Arnie Segovia, I've never even spoken to this man. And he came walking by, meet and greeting everybody. And he says, "Lee, how you been?" I'm like, this guy knows my name.
Yeah.
How does he know my name, right? It just, who am I to where he knew who I was? But man, just the minute that a heavy hitter calls you out by your first name, it really makes you feel good. Like I am making some type of impact in the barbecue world.
Yeah.
Man,
So yeah,
You want to talk about an auction, Yorktown? Oof.
Yeah.
At man, this year, man, I won when I won San Antonio Rodeo. So I had never met the guy. I know who he is. I know everything he's done, and he's a badass, and I look up to him. So he comes up to me after awards, and after I won San Antonio, and he starts talking to me, and I'm like, he introduces himself, and he's talking to me like, man, he's been following me, he knows everything I've done, blah blah, and he shakes my hand, and he's like, I'm like Eddy Morales. He's like, I know who you are, and he goes, JD Henley, and I'm like, bro, I know who you are. What are you talking about? I know who you are.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, you've been killing it. I'm like, how does this guy know? He ain't even cooking anymore. You know what I mean? So
right.
I had that same moment. Like, how the heck? Like,
yeah,
JD Henley right here, bro. What the heck? Like, he's talking to me like,
on
man,
San Antonio
dude,
Champions Road, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was badass.
Yeah.
I think it was Ernest Cervantes that said this quote to me, and I'm going to get it wrong, and he may have got it from somebody else, and it kind of relates to anything in the world you do. But he said, work so hard to where you no longer have to go introduce yourself, that people will come and introduce themselves to you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was kind of like what Eddie said, I mean, I was a nobody, and then all of a sudden you start winning, then people do start coming around a little bit, and like, hey, Mike Steele, hey, Mike Steele's here. It makes you feel good, but I had a problem, and I don't know if you did, Eddie. You can say it, and Lee. But we would go to a competition, and I was always like, even after I was doing pretty good, I was like, oh my God, Chris Hatcher's here, and Chris Griffith's here, and oh my gosh, such and such is here, and I was like, man, this is gonna freaking, like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. And Suzette was like, you always say that. You're a good cook, just quit worrying about who's here. Just go do your thing. And did it take you a while to finally get through that? Because it took me a while to finally, like, you didn't want to think you was a good cook. I didn't. I didn't ever want to think I was good, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, when you go and you grand champion and you beat them and you do good and you top 3 or 4, and then all of a sudden you kind of start going, man, I guess I'm halfway pretty good. Did y'all ever get like that? Or Eddie, was you like that before it kind of really sunk in?
Man, yes. And still, like, I don't like saying I'm good, right? I don't like being like, oh, I'm one of the big dogs. Like,
Yeah, I ain't
that's why
that.
I felt uncomfortable saying that earlier.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
I
not
don't
one of
like saying
them.
that. I like people saying it for me though.
Yeah,
So yeah, I know I'm a good cook, and I know I do good, and I know I could beat. Man, I beat them all. You know what I mean? But
right.
I'm still yeah. I'm still like, man, am I really that good though?
Yeah,
But people
it's
just say
it.
like, man,
Right.
dude, bro,
Yeah,
you know you're badass. You know you're this. You know that. And I'm like, I know, but am I though? You know what I mean? So
yeah. I know.
I still struggle with that a little bit.
I think we all do.
I
I
don't
don't
like
like being
saying that
arrogant.
I'm a good cook. I don't like saying I'm a great cook. I don't like,
Stay humble.
man,
Yeah,
I love
that,
staying humble. That's why
that's it.
when you ask me these questions, I'm like,
I think
I
when
don't
you
want to
brag
sound
like
like
that,
I
cocky. You know
don't.
what I
karma
mean?
gets you.
Yeah,
I
karma
think
will bite
karma
you in the
kind of
butt.
gets you a little bit when you start. When I start, if you start to brag a little bit too much, or you're just kind of happy that you've done really good things, sometimes I'm like, man, don't let that go to your head a little bit. You know
Yeah.
those moments because you have to stay solemn every weekend because you got to go into battle. You got to do your thing.
Yeah.
Hope that you get those walks, get that top call, but at the same time, if you let it go to your head too much, you'll
Oh,
kind of
I think that's
put
the worst
yourself in a
thing.
deal.
The only time I will trash talk if it's off camera in front of somebody like Aaron or Lee. I'll
Yeah.
trash talk these guys, but other than that, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I'm not much of a trash talker. So,
Man, I'm not either. I don't like
so
to, but I mean, yeah, like with your friends, of course.
oh yeah, yeah, you can do it with your friends, but I
But
don't get out and publicly state crap. Now
and
Lee's
my
done
wife,
come out, like come on Lee, you threw me under the bus right off the get go. I was talking to you, Lee. I wasn't talking about Eddie. So
my wife is always like, man, you just look unapproachable. Like if I needed directions, I wouldn't go ask you. And I'm like, man, I thought I looked like a nice guy. What are you talking
Eddie's
about?
rested bitch face is like on point. I mean,
that's
it's like
crazy.
it's
That's what
there,
she
man.
says, and I'm
It's
like, She was like, "Are you pissed off?" I'm like, "Man, I'm in a great mood." She's like, "Well, I
Yeah,
can't tell."
you'll never know.
you'll never know.
And but yeah, so man, yeah, people come up to me and then they're like, "Man, he's actually pretty cool." You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Josh Hale when we first met, man, he thought I was a big old asshole and stuck up this and that, but Stacy was the one that she was like, "Man, I think you're wrong about this guy. He seems pretty cool." He's like, "What are you talking about? Look at him." And sure enough, I mean, now we're like,
Yeah.
that's my
He climbs on Eddie's trailer, fixes the air conditioners, he sits
Yeah.
over the
yeah,
drums,
Yeah.
he helps
Yeah.
him down, holds his hand.
Yeah.
that's
That's
it.
funny. Bill says my wife won't let me trash talk.
He does it. That's funny.
Oh, that is hilarious.
He'll be like,
Good.
"Don't say anything."
That is
He's like,
so
"What? I'm
funny.
not saying anything."
Yeah. Eddie's intimidating. Yeah, you are
Man,
intimidating. That's
Yeah.
coming from Jordan. So, oh
man,
yeah. I mean, it's great.
Jordan's my boy too, man. When I first met Jordan, like, we started talking and man, we talk on the phone, here
Yeah.
and there. Now it's like, so man, yeah, everybody's nice, man. If you're watching and you're a new cook and man, you want to just go up to anybody, man, go up to them. Everybody's cool.
That's it.
If you have
Everybody
questions,
will
just
talk
ask.
to you. That's
Nobody's
And
gonna
it.
if
be
they're
like, man,
busy, they'll let you know they're busy.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And don't take that personal either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's happened. That happened to me one time. I was down in Houston or something. Somebody came over and they wanted me to try their rib, and I was cutting my ribs trying to get them in the box, and I was just like, man, you're gonna have to give me like 10 minutes. I've got to get turned in. Bring it back. I promise you I'll try it, but I can't talk right now. And he did. He came back about 10 after I turned in. And I tasted his rib. I told him what I thought and everything. I was like, man, you got a good rib. Just tweak the flavor.
Yeah.
Tweak the texture a little bit. Man, you got a solid rib. So,
And
and
there's only like two people that I know three that I know I can go like mid slicing. Like I need like yes or no right now. Like you know what I mean.
right,
So
yeah,
um, Bill, he's on here. I'll walk in his trailer while he's slicing brisket, and man, he'll eat it and be like, "Man, it's good," or "It needs salt," "It needs this," whatever.
right,
You don't care. And Fred and Josh,
yeah,
them three, I can go and interrupt whenever, and they'll fucking stop. They'll talk shit, but they'll do it. You know what I mean?
right, right,
So, and then I feel like they've came up, Josh, he'll come to my trailer and be like, yes or no. That's all you need. That's the
yeah,
only question, yes or no. And I'm like,
yeah.
yes, bro. Or
Come on,
man, I wouldn't.
right,
So sometimes, you're in a pinch. You're like, is it good? Does it need a little pop? Like, should I
right,
put the burn ends in or not? does the
Right.
slice
But the
taste
question, I think what Eddie's got is he's right. I mean, if Eddie come to my trailer and I'm mid slicing brisket, what are you trying to do, man? Trying to get me to
Throw me
just
off my
turn in,
game.
Go.
Yeah.
But I mean, but if Bill or Fred or Eddie or Josh or anyone that I knew that was a very good high caliber cook walked in your trailer and asked you to taste something, they have a doubt. I mean, not a doubt, but they have there's a in their mind, right?
Right.
And they need a quick answer. And they knew they trusted you enough to give that quick
Yeah.
answer. You give them the time of the day. It only takes a minute out of your time.
Yeah.
And if you're a last minute kind of turn in kind of guy like Josh Ellery runs out of his flip flops all the way or hey dudes or whatever, I mean, it might put him a little bit behind. But that's if that person came to us, to me or to you or anybody else, and they said that, give them that minute, because that's something they kind of need.
And so for all the new people watching this podcast tonight, you're hearing the man himself saying that even he has to go get some advice on, is this right or not?
Yeah.
Right. So even the pros are getting some advice, like a teamwork. So, I mean,
It's just, I feel like we try our food so much that it just, man, I don't know if I tried something different, but it tastes the same as last week. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So I'm like, man, I'm so used to my taste that I would rather somebody that I
else
trust,
try.
like Aaron said, and that also knows as
good flavor. Good flavor. Yeah. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I think one day me, Eddie, and Stephen Older sat there. We all traded slices. I can't remember. I think it was at Hold 'em Hit 'em last year. And I kid you not, I don't think you could have tasted the difference in between three slices of brisket,
Right.
And
right.
I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes,
Yeah, advice is free. There you go. So hey, real quick, guys, if y'all want, y'all seen it popped up here, 10% off any of our classes. It's good till Christmas. Use Santa 10, and it's any class that we have on barbecuechamps.com. So this will be our last sale of the year. So let's see. We all need a second opinion. Yeah, sometimes you're just wondering, like, man, is it got enough? Is it good? So, and and usually you want to go to somebody you can kind of trust, that's going to give you an honest opinion, and that's kind of knows really good where the flavor profiles are hitting. So, but yeah, that's true right there. Sometimes you just need a second opinion. So, anyway, well, man, I tell you what, it's been a good year. I know for you, Eddie, and man, Aaron, congratulations to you. Man, you have absolutely just had a crazy good year, especially from about, I don't know, I guess June on, man. You just literally turned up the burner and just absolutely started killing it. So congratulations to you, man. You had a great year. And
I think me and AOA about tied for what we got numbers wise. I think
yeah, y'all did.
I'm
really,
gonna find
really
out.
good.
I'm just gonna start cooking with Eddie. He and I bounce off each other pretty good.
There you go. So, and I know Lee's going to get out a little bit more. He's got him a new trailer. He's getting ready to kick some butt and take some names. So I'm sure we're going to see Lee out on the comp trail a little bit more. And I didn't get a chance to cook. I didn't get a chance to cook a whole lot this year, but I'm going to try to get out and do a little bit more cooking this year. I just had a lot going on and just kind of took off a little bit. And brisket. Yeah, Bill. I gave Mike my brisket once in Louisiana. I was like, yeah, I know it. And it was funny, man. I walked in there and I was like, God dog it. I said, man, I took a bite of that brisket. This was down in Bow Bridge when they were filming us. I took a bite of my brisket, I put it in the box. I was like, I told Suzette, I said, I don't think nobody's going to beat this brisket. This damn brisket is freaking phenomenal. And I went down there and I walked down there. I went down. Bill had done turned his in. I walked in there and I was like, he said, I said, oh, you got your brisket? Yeah, try it, man. And he said, I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. He said, what? And I said, if there's any brisket that's going to beat mine, it may be that one right there. And I'll be damned. He had a first place brisket and I had a second place brisket. And I mean, I was like, that brisket was good. I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, it was good. I had the GC until he got the last call. I was like, God dog it. So, but yeah, I mean, you usually you can tell. I mean, sometimes you get that bite of brisket and you're like, God dog, it's going to be hard to beat that brisket. It's just one of them kind. And, Bill's got an amazing brisket too. So
that's what Carlos Calzada and Uvalde, he tried my rib. He was like, bro, ain't no way anybody's beating that rib. And I guess he went back and told Ira and everybody he was with, he was like, man, we got good ribs, but we ain't beating Eddie. And sure enough, I hit first.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes you just know. Like,
sometimes you just know it.
I've tried people's food and I'm like, bro, congrats on your first place. And sure enough, like,
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
good.
Yeah. And sometimes it bites you in the butt, huh, Lee? So,
Yeah.
Bunky, Lee's grabbing my phone. You know, there's third place brisket. You know, I've got top 4 brisket. I win the thing. You know, I've had 2 good calls and like, no, Lee, no, don't do that. You're going to jinx me. No, let me have your phone. You know, you're fixing to get up. They called second place. I was like, Lee, come on, man. He said, dude, that brisket was good. And no, don't jinx me. I'll be damned. I sit on my butt and Lee's looking at me. Was like, I told you, Lee.
He didn't
man.
even final table. He
I
didn't even make final table.
I didn't even make final table. Like, oh my gosh. Like, that's why and I thought it was a good brisket, but man, it got too close to the end. I was like, man, I wanted to already hear my name. You know, third, fourth, I'd have been fine with that. So, and now you're getting down where it's got to be you, and it's just like, no, don't take my phone, you know.
Runaway is run out.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. So, yeah, I wish I remember what I did. It all makes sense. It's nice when it all makes sense. Yeah, you're 100% right. So, anyway, well, it's I'm looking forward. It's going to be a good year next year, Eddie. Man, if you do come to Blanchard, man, let me know. It'd be nice to have you up here. It's usually a really good cook-off.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah. Anyway, last shot. Here it is. Santa 10% off any class that we got. You can get Aaron's. You can get Lee's. You can get any of them. Chicken fried barbecue. Mr. Bill Purvis. His is on there as well, or along with Fred or a whole host of 12 other ones. So anyway, guys, look. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, obviously, we'll be back next Tuesday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, Lord willing. Looks like we're going to have Joe Pierce on. He said he was going to come in, and I'll be sending him an email, so hopefully we can get him. I hope you guys have a great one. And to all of our listeners tonight, thank you so much for being part of Barbecue Champs Academy. We really do appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a very, very Merry Christmas. And y'all have a lot of fun. Go out there, as we always say when we do these classes, have a lot of fun and smoke on.
Hit the class.